Hello and welcome to the tutorial on using the PFG online pricing website. To begin with, we need to access the website. To find the address and username and password information, go to the Project and In-Class Assessments content area of our class. Scroll down, find the Food Service Concept Project. Scroll down and find Section 4 of the project and click on Pricing Resources. Here we have the two Pricing Resources websites for the class, and we are going to use the PFG Pricing. To access this website, a couple things that we need to do is we'll click on this link here, but let's read through the instructions. First, you need to note that your pop-up blockers need to be turned off to use this website. This website seems to work fairly well with Firefox and Internet Explorer. I've not tried it with Google Chrome yet, so it should work there as well if it works with Firefox. Here are the usernames and passwords. So basically we have JW Train 1, JW Train 2, JW Train 3, 4, so on and so forth up through 10. So if you choose JW Train 1 as your username, then use JW Train 1 as your password. Here's some written instructions. If the link here does not work, here's the URL or the website address that you can copy and paste into your browser. And here are the instructions on using the PFG pricing website. So let's head on to the website. I'm going to click on PFG pricing, and this opens up. And basically we need to place an order. So down here in the lower left hand corner we want to click on Place Your Order. Now we need to enter the user ID and password. I'm going to go with JW Train 4, and then that will also be my password. So JW Train 4 is the password, and then we sign in. So here's what it looks like after you sign in. You have these different things, other orders that are pending or in use or what have you. Do not worry about this because we're going to look for items. Now before we look, we need to decide what we're going to look for. I'm going to open up my purveyor bid sheet, and in this case I'm going to look for onions, and I'm going to do the singular onion. And I want yellow onions because we know that there are several different varieties of onions. We got yellow, we got green, we got red, we got white, and so on. So I want yellow. And what we need to find is the invoice purchase cost. So what's it listed on our invoice? And the invoice pack and unit size. And of course list the purveyor. So in this case it's going to be PFG. And we need to find out what it costs for onions and how much do we get when we buy that. So I'm going to minimize this. And to find the cost of our onions, what you want to do is go to items, and we want to do a search. Please make sure you do this because if you don't, you won't be able to find all the onions that they have. So I'm going to type in the word onions, and let's see what happens. So you type in and you hit the little magnifying glass over here, and let's see what we find. It says no records match. The reason being is we made this plural. You do not want to make your words plural, always singular. So in this case we would do onion. Let's see if we have better results. Click on the magnifying glass, and ta-da, here are all the onions. Not that many listed, but if you notice over here, this is page 1 of 6. So you can kind of click through and try to find yellow onions, and oh, here's yellow onion diced 3/8 inch, and you can see that yellow is spelled YLW. So to help refine our search, now that I can see that I want onion and then space, and we'll do Y, that should narrow down my search. Look at this. Now we have the different types of onions with that sync. So any word or any phrase in here that has onion space Y will show up here. So you can see we have onion yellow whole peeled. That's what the WHL PLD stands for. And here's salmon patties with onion and bacon. That one kind of slipped in there. We got yellow onion strips. So these are already cut for us, already diced, already diced. And here's some Philly steak and sliced with onions. And I'm looking down here. Here's basic generic size onions, yellow. And you look over here, the pack is 20. And then over here it says 2 pounds. What that means is there's 20 2-pound bags of onions in this case. Probably not what I want. So if I want organic mediums, that sounds pretty good to me. You could see that the pack size is 1, so that means there's 1 unit. And the size of that pack is 40 pounds. So what that's telling us, it's a 40-pound bag of onions. And over here's the pricing information. So what I need to do is go back to my sheet here. So it's 1-40-pound bag, case, box, whatever you choose to put in. And that was $43.37. It's like, holy cow, that's a little bit expensive. I'm not too crazy it's not too bad if I use regular yellow onions because I'm going to save a little money, and it's not imperative that we use organic. So I'm going to go with the jumbo fresh because that's $18 and a penny for a 50-pound. So I'm going to go back to my list. $18.01. And that's actually going to be for a 50-pound bag. So here I'm pretty much all set, and any other items that I want I can add in. But what I do want to show you is that if you double click on the name of the item, you will get some additional information. So the pack size is 1, the size is 50 pounds, this is the brand, it's just fresh, and this gives you some information. They tell you that they have 391 cases of this on hand, and there's 500 on order. If you want more detail on it, this kind of gives you 50. To continue searching for other items on your list, just simply go back to the search bar and type in the item you want. So maybe I want some beef steak, so I'm just going to type in beef and hit the magnifying glass or the search key, and then we find out here's everything with the word beef in it. So again, refine your search as demonstrated earlier. Well, this concludes our tutorial on how to use the PFG online pricing website.